country in the world, and it is worth fighting for. It is worth bleeding for, and if it takes it, it's worth dying for the greatest country that this world has ever seen.
Hey, good morning, dear America family. What's up, Chad Prather? I'm back. I'm here. I'll fill you in on what happened in D.C. You'll be interested to know all kind of things that are going on. Special thanks to Todd and Tony for holding down the fort. They did a fantastic job, obviously. If you don't know, I'm Chad Prather. I'm filling in for Graham Allen. Welcome to the Dear America program. It is Wednesday. Is that right? Wednesday? Oh, my gosh. Crazy what's going on. Ladies and gentlemen, Americans. I want you to float those American flags in the chat. Welcome to the Dear America program. We got a lot of stuff to get into today. I mean, absolutely owning the libs. Well, I want you to consider this the front lines of common sense, liberty, and unapologetic truth. That's what we do here at Dear America. This is where the red, white, and the you come together. Let's see what I did there. We're not here to whisper, folks. We're not here to tiptoe. We're here to roar like the sleeping giant our founders warned tyrants about. Now, listen, I don't know what kind of coffee you had this morning, but I hope it came with a big old fat shot of red-blooded, hardworking patriotism, because we got some work to do in this country, folks. Being up in D.C. this week, I'm telling you, we got a lot of work to do. You got elites out there sipping champagne behind the gates and lecturing us about equity, and we're out here busting our tails, raising families, building businesses, and defending a constitution that they treat like a rough draft. But guess what? We're not going to back down, folks, and it's a beautiful hope that we have in this country, and a beautiful place to have that hope. So, folks, this isn't just politics we're playing. It's about the soul of this country, and that's what we're fighting for. And I got some news for the bureaucrats, the media clowns, and every keyboard commie hiding in mommy's basement. You do not own this nation. We do. The truck drivers, the farmers, the welders, the ranchers, the moms who pack the lunches and pack the heat. We are the backbone of America. You are the backbone of America. And we're not asking for anyone's permission. We never have, and we're certainly not going to start. So if you're tired of being told you're the problem when you are the solution, America, strap in. And if you're ready to take your country back one truth at a time, well, welcome home to the Dear America show. Because this is where patriots rise up. We come together in this community. This is where the silent majority finds its voice and where we turn up the volume until even Washington, D.C. can hear us sweating freedom and spitting fire. So let's get to work. Float those American flags in the chat. We got so many things to do today. We're going to have a little CLC Cry Libs Cry. We're going to have some Sissy Girl Pants. We're going to have some DDD MMM. Probably. I don't know. Maybe. It's going to be a good time. Make sure you click like underneath the video. Make sure you have subscribed to the Dear America channel if you have not done so already. And make sure that you pay attention to our sponsors that are down in the description. Click the links and visit them. Speaking of which, tariffs. They kind of thrown the global economy into chaos, I guess. I mean, we're kind of waiting to see what's going to happen. It's a big mystery. I'm optimistic and hopeful. But you have potential widespread inflation out there that's tied to a massive supply chain disruption that's weighing heavily on a lot of people out there. But there's a silver lining that most people missed. President Trump specifically exempted gold and silver bullion from the sweeping tariffs. Now, while these new policies are triggering significant financial chaos, the administration preserved your ability to diversify into precious metals. So if you're concerned about your savings, I want to encourage you to have a free consultation with the folks over at Birch Gold. They are the gold precious metals specialist. First step, you text DEAR, D-E-A-R, to 9898. 989898. Text DEAR to that number, and you will receive a free no-obligation info kit on gold. You'll learn how to hold gold and silver in a tax-sheltered account, an IRA for your retirement. Secure your future. Birch Gold will help you convert an existing IRA or 401k into a gold IRA. Ooh, don't that sound good? For no money out of pocket. I get my gold from Birch Gold, and it's time you did as well. They got an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. Thousands of thankful customers. Text DEAR, D-E-A-R, to the number 989898. Again, that's DEAR. Do it, folks, today. Do it today. Quit sitting on the fence. Text DEAR to 989898. Claim that free info kit right now. Woo, we got some stuff to get into today. Float those American flags in there. Let me go ahead and I'm going to double check you guys. Make sure you're doing it. But before we get too deep into everything, I want to bring on our buddy, Mexican Tony. He's in the house. What's up, man?
Hola, everybody. Buenos dias. How's everybody doing today? Chad, for that shout out. Yeah, I think Todd and I, we had a little technical difficulties yesterday, but I think we did all right.
You did great. Yep. You did great. I was able to catch the show there. Unfortunately, I didn't have early mornings in DC, but so I was able to kind of hang with you guys a little bit, hang out with the chat. I mean, obviously, I say it. I never, when I say something like that, I don't mean it in a condescending way, like you can't do it. My God, you guys run your own stuff. I mean, you guys do an incredible job, and I think a lot of the Dear American family would much rather see you guys than my ugly mug on here. But here we are. And speaking of ugly mugs, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. It's got a lot of hair. We were just talking about hair. It's only on his head, according to him. He doesn't have it anywhere else. Everybody's favorite redneck, Hot Seat Todd's in the house. What's up, buddy? I just called you a hairless Chinese crested dog, buddy.
Basically, pretty much. And can I just say that the ad, I hate you, Chad, with a passion, because the full screen ad worked.
Yeah.
The first click, it worked with your voice. And I had a good time over the past couple of days, but can I just say that I'm glad it's over? Because on the hot seat, on my show, The Hot Seat, welcome mistakes and boo-boos and things like that, because I play it. I think it's funny. But when it comes to Dear America, man, I'm a perfectionist, and y'all can't see it, but when that stuff didn't work, it drove me up the wall. Like, I mean, it drove me up the wall. It really did.
No, it did, and I was part of it yesterday. But dude, you recovered so fast. I mean, Todd, you've gotten good, dude. And something like that happened, you're like, all right, I got it. Oh, man, you
I gotta tell people. And again, so here's what was going on behind the scenes. I'm going to out some people. So just, Dear America family, you'll appreciate this. So first of all, Todd's trying to run the show. He's trying to produce the show. So he's clicking buttons, right? And he's trying to think. He's trying to multitask. And this is something I would have a hard time doing. Todd's trying to run the show, trying to talk on the show, trying to pull stories up, trying to read what the next story is. At the same time, pull up the screens and the videos and all the images, all the different stuff. And the phone is blowing up because Graham Allen
is blowing
is
me
texting
up.
all of us at the same time. Going,
I'm like
what's
this,
going on with the audio? What's going So I could literally see Todd's ears, like the steam was coming out of them with all this stuff. And so I was in D.C. A lot of people said they can't believe I own a suit. I actually own a lot of suits. I ran for governor in the state of Texas. Trust me, I got some suits. Typically don't wear the suit pants. Normally it's like a jacket and jeans. But when you go to the White House, you try to do a little bit better. And the last time I was at the White House a couple of weeks ago, I had the cowboy hat on. This time I was like, I'm not wearing the cowboy hat because it's just cumbersome to get in there, and it just, whatever. It distracts from what you're trying to do. And we had no idea what we were going to do. So we wound up doing the new press. We met with Carolyn Leverett. We got to do we had no idea what we were going to do. No idea.
That's my girl right there.
And Carolyn's awesome. And so we got to ask her some questions. It was a lot of fun. We got to do that. I think we asked some pretty good questions as well. But yesterday was a significant day. I went to the Pentagon. I saw Royce. I saw Amjad. I had dinner with Amjad the other night. But I saw Graham, spent some time with Graham. We all went to dinner as well. But went to the Pentagon. I'd never been to the Pentagon before. Never desired to go to the Pentagon. Honestly, I have no desire to ever go back to the Pentagon. Very unique. It's a very interesting place. Graham's doing amazing. We had lunch together, and we got an opportunity to really talk about what the TikTok that he's hinting about really means. And I'm pretty excited for the Dear America family, and I can't tell you yet.
Dang.
But it's coming. I think probably, I asked Graham, I said, you think maybe like in a week or two we can start telling people like what it is you're talking about? And he's like, maybe. We'll see. And I'm like, Graham. But float the GA, the Graham Allen, float the GA in the chat. Let me see you blow that thing up with some GAs there, little capital G, capital A. And, Graham's doing great, man. He's running the show. I mean, you know how Graham is. Graham is a take charge kind of guy. So you would think that once you got to the Pentagon, Graham's the glue holding it all together. He'll if you don't believe that, he'll tell you. He'll tell you. He's doing it.
I'm surprised they haven't changed the name yet from the Pentagon to the Grammaton. I'm surprised. I'm surprised. I'm surprised.
Yeah,
Our beloved Patriot hammer. They're just going to be a big hammer in front of the building at some point.
That's a massive building, man. It's a massive building. I mean, I was lost in it the entire time. Float that GA. But you know what? I went into his office. I saw where they're all doing their work, and I've met some really cool people and saw some people I had not seen in a while. And so it was good to catch up. But yeah, DC is a cesspool. It's a mess. It is just absolutely a mess. And I just not for me. I like being up there is not my thing. Somebody like Laura Loomer kind of called it out. She was like, why aren't certain journalists getting invited to the White House? And I'm like, Laura, let me just tell you, I have no right to be there based on any merit whatsoever of journalistic objectivity. I am a comedian and a podcast host. So listen, trust me, I agree with your assessment. But at the same time, when I get an invite from the White House to come, I'm not turning it down. And also, I'm going to try to honor that as best I possibly can. And so, that's what we were up there doing. And I think they're going to continue doing more stuff like that. And so, pretty cool.
Well, you don't have to worry about them calling me because they don't want this accent in that building. I promise. I promise.
And I don't.
They can call me, man. I'll do the Telemundo one. I'll go in there in Spanish and just drop the hammer on them.
Well, you talk about pressure. I mean, you're in there and you're like, there's no cell signal in that. So that was the Biden fake Oval Office. I walked in there and they said, "What do you think about this studio?" I said, "It makes me want to get vaccinated." Because that's where, Joe was doing his little impromptu whatever saline deal. And it's an incredible studio, but there's no cell signal in there. So they're like, okay, Carolyn Levitt's going to come in and we're going to do a press briefing. And I'm like, what would be cool right now is Google. So like I could help formulate a question. No. Because I was going to look up some names and I was like, nope, not going to work. Not going to work.
Well, you recovered very well. That was a really well thought question. We talked about it yesterday.
You know what? I got to give credit where it's due. I went outside. I said I got to send a text message because I knew this was a hotbed issue for someone, and I sent a text message to Brianna Morello, who's my very dear friend. Obviously, she does the news on the Dear America thing. And I said, Brianna, if you could ask a question, what would it be? And she gave me that. And so I can't take any credit whatsoever for that question because I was going to go a completely other route with it. And she gave me that. And I said, nope, that's the question that needs to be asked. So all the shout out to Brianna Morello.
I saw Brianna show the other day. She's very articulate, very well spoken, very super smart, man. I was like, whoa. Yep.
Yeah, I go to her for my news and I ask her. She is deeply dialed in.
Yeah,
but she's awesome. All right, this is what we voted for, folks. This is winning. This is what it looks like. Pull the clip up here, Todd. Into some clips today. You guys keep floating those American flags in the chat. I like this, man. White House, this is the 100th day. Yesterday was the 100th day with a focus on the economy. Play the clip, Todd.
I think there's no other way to look at this first 100 days other than a huge success. I mean, I know what you're talking about in terms of the polling and the approval rating, but look at the president's two top issues, immigration and inflation. Border crossings are down 99%. I spoke with President Trump on Sunday. He told me 3 people were apprehended at the border in the month of April, compared with 248,000 in the month last year, 1 year ago. That's the, migration and immigration story. Now let's take a look at inflation. You and I talked about eggs a long time ago. The price of eggs are down 50%. Look at where mortgage rates are down. Look at oil prices are down. So when you take a look at what President Trump said that he was going to do, it is a huge success in terms of these first 100 days. I think
100%.
99.999999% down at the border. That's amazing. If this is what you voted for, guys, in the chat, I want you to blow it up. Yes or no, Y or N, yes or no. Is this what you voted for? It's radical, it's extreme, it's severe, and yes, this is what I voted for. This is what I voted for, boys.
Yeah, without a doubt. I mean, I can't, and I see a lot of people in the chat over the last week or so, because gas prices down here in Mississippi, dude, they're down a lot. I mean, we're talking like $2.34. I mean, they're really down here. But it blew my mind when I traveled up this weekend to South Carolina to hang out with Tony and his family. It's like when I left Mississippi, it just went up. The further I got away, it was like it went from $2.39 to $2.89 to $2.99. I'm like, man, how can y'all charge these cities these prices, and these broke folk in Mississippi normally that's backwards. But man, everything's down right now, and I'm loving every freaking second of it.
Yeah, and I had a chat with one of my friends in Oregon, very liberal friend, and I was just talking to her, and I was like, hey, you cannot dispute the fact that the border crossings are a big deal. I mean, it's down 99.9%, and I mean, if anything else, I know you don't like President Trump, but if anything else, I mean, you have kids as well. I mean, you cannot dispute the fact that he is making the administration is making our our country safer.
Did they respond? Did they have a response, Tony?
She actually, you know what? She actually did concede that. She's like, yes, I see that. I see that that's happening. But all the tariff stuff. She tried to go off on something else. I was like, look, let's focus on the positive things that I'm talking to you about. Let's stay in this lane here over here. I'm just talking with you about the whole border thing right now because. I mean, you see that the people that were coming over here were people that other countries were emptying their prisons with. So, let's just call it what it is. They're doing a great job on the border. The left always said that they couldn't do it. He came in and boom, boom, boom. He started shutting the border down. And
needed a better president.
Exactly.
Just needed a better president. I mean, I've never paid attention to prices because I'm rich, but and I got to give a shout out to Tony and the new little bunker cave he's in right there. That studio looks good, brother.
It does,
really
man.
Good.
Thank
It looks
you.
really good.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
I hope you get to keep it.
My wife already came up over there. She's like, it's cool and everything, but I want to make this a different room up here. So I'm like, all right, well, we'll
We know what she wants to turn
we know
it
how
into.
that goes.
my
We know
God.
how that goes. Scott Bessent, our Treasury Secretary, he says the tariffs are tax relief. This is an interesting take on this. Play the clip real quick, buddy.
I think it's a combination of both. So we're going to take in long-term tariff revenue. We put a process in place. We have 18 important trading relationships. We will be speaking to all of those partners, or at least 17 of them, over the next few weeks. Many of them have already come to Washington. What President Trump is referring to is the ability for tariff revenue to give income tax relief. And I think there's a very good chance that we will see this in the upcoming tax bill. The president campaigned on no tax on tips, no tax on Social Security, no tax on overtime, and the restoring interest deductibility for autos, for American-made autos. So tariff income could be used for tax relief on all of those immediately.
So, that's one of the things that Carolyn brought up the other day to one of the questions that we asked her at the press briefing is we were asking about, is this still on the table for like the external revenue and services? You said, the administration is still very excited about that. I think economically, I think this president, I think Trump is making some moves. They're radical moves. And we might feel a little bit in the interim. But I think we really are getting to a place where we're going to look back on this and go, this is one of the biggest moves in American history. Like, this is one economically going to be one of the best things that put America back on top. What do y'all think about that deal?
It does.
I'd love to hear from in the chat. Do you agree with me or not? Yes or no?
And make no mistake, I'm not going to sit up here and say that I'm an economist or I know how. At this point, I don't think anybody does. The economy goes up, it goes down, it goes up, it goes down. Nobody knows why. Here's what I do know. As far as Amazon and all that BS talking about they're going to put tariff prices on their products and all that stuff. Nobody said a damn word when inflation was at an all-time high. Nobody put inflation prices on Amazon when Biden was in the damn White House.
No.
All right, nobody said a word. They didn't report on it. They didn't talk about it. But we have no direction to go up when you look in all of these companies, IBM, Apple, Taiwan Superconductors, Toyota, Hyundai, Honda, all these companies are investing billions of dollars in America first, American made products. The economy has no direction to go but up. With all of these companies bringing their stuff to our country, it's going to make jobs. It's going to make the products cheaper because you ain't got to pay for them to fly across the freaking country. And with the exception of Nike, who likes 50 cents China labor, everything's going to go down eventually. So just pump the brakes, put your seatbelt on, calm down, little epitard snowflakes. It's going to get better. Promise you.
I mean, for me, again, just like Todd just said, I'm not a smart man, but I know what love is. The whole thing when we talked about when Biden was in office, everybody kept saying that his economy was great, that there was no higher prices, and that his economic plan was working. Yet we were all feeling it in our pocketbooks. I mean, all the grocery prices were through the roof, and now what I can see, just as a regular person going grocery shopping, I mean, I can see that the prices are coming down. You can see that the egg prices are coming down, the milk's coming down, everything. I mean, and that's what everybody cares about. I know people are afraid with all the tariff stuff, and I don't really understand the tariff stuff. Why we have to charge a country tariffs when they charge us right back. I mean, I've said that before on the show. What about just having zero tariffs and just everybody sell it at the same price? But what I do know, as just a regular person who has to pay bills for my utilities and insurance and all that stuff, the prices are coming down. I mean, that's just plain and simple. It's helping me right now with everything coming down. So
Yeah, I just wanna respond to a comment here, really quick. It said, "Can we get no tax for disabled veterans?" They already don't take taxes out of your VA. Like, I'm a disabled veteran. I don't know what you're asking.
All right. I mean,
Just saying. I'm just saying.
well, listen, guys. I tell you, one of the things that is fluctuating right now is meat prices, like beef. We're not there yet on all the different things because, again, we have been dependent in a lot of ways on other countries, and that's just a shame. I mean, if we believe in America first, America only, I'll go even further. You're going to have to invest in that, and sometimes you're going to feel some of the short-term pain for the long-term investment, and it's going to be a gain. But beef prices going up at the supermarket, and one of the things that Backyard Butchers is doing for our audience is they are locking in the prices till the end of the year. So if you get in with backyardbutchers.com/Chad, you can use promo code Chad in there as well. You get you get your beef box, pick out which one you want. They will lock that price in. So no matter what's happening at the supermarket, you're going to get American beef raised in Texas by Texas family ranchers. No hormones, no vaccines, no steroids, none of the stuff. It's grass-fed beef. And they have good American beef, so you're going to know where it's coming from. And they're going to lock the price in. So that is something they're doing that's a blessing to our audience. You can go to backyardbutchers.com/Chad. You can get your box. You can also get a whole steer, half steer. They'll deliver it over the portion of a year. So you got room in the freezer to keep stocking up and get that beef. Eat that protein, baby. Make sure you get that box. Go to backyardbutchers.com/Chad. Chad, look at this. Here's what we're up against. So this is one of the things Graham showed me yesterday. And I can't be telling the national secrets. Like, we talk nuclear codes and stuff like that. But beyond that.
Chad, yes, you can. You can tell us all the national secrets.
All of them.
I was like, Graham, just show me where the button is. I want to launch something.
I know. I just want to touch one. Just a button. Just give me a red button. I just want to push it.
I just want to go push a button. And so anyway, he was showing us, like, the press pool in the Pentagon. It's interesting. Like, you remember a couple of weeks ago, and Pete Hegseth kicked CBS out or whatever, and they were all, they got their butts in a wad. So they have like a hallway down there where all the press, the press has offices in the Pentagon, and they just hang out there like a bunch of leeches, and they're all anti-Trump. They're all anti this administration. They do everything they can to sort of eavesdrop. I mean, they're like a bunch of just parasites that are in there. And this is what you see, the negative coverage on Trump's cabinet and his allies. Look at this. So RFK, negative coverage 89%. Elon Musk, 96%. Negative coverage on Pete Hegseth, 100%. 100%. You wonder why the brainwashing continues. Because we have the media, and we're going to expose the media today. CLC in the chat, cry libs cry. We're going to expose them today with a few different things. But the media, you don't hate them enough. You just don't hate them enough, guys. You don't hate them enough, and they're just a bunch of parasites.
Yeah. All right. So the producer needs a 30. I just got the bat phone over here. The bat phone just went off. I have a special breaking news video to show really quick. So here we go. There you go.
Thank God he's hooked on phonics.
Chad, will you please tell us what the heck TikTok means?
I don't know.
I'll
tell you, I don't know. Like, the other thing is, I don't know what 100 days is. I don't know what that is. Like,
we have no idea.
We don't know. We don't know. But
I
could hint that it's going to be good.
I'm hoping TikTok means he's gonna get Teslas or something for one of us.
Maybe he's just telling us, he's starting a TikTok account.
I assure you, the show is not moving over to TikTok. We will be on Rumble. We will be on Rumble. But at this stage of the game, I can only speculate. I have some ideas of some things that might happen. But listen, you know the little dude that's trying to impeach Trump. This guy's like $800,000 in debt with his campaign.
Yeah, the representative from the AT&T call center. Yeah, that guy.
Yeah. No, what do you like to do it for yourself? This is the guy who's trying to impeach Trump. He got confronted by one of Laura's journalists there, and Loomer Unleashed. Here he goes. Play the clip.
Wait, Congressman, one more time. Did you file impeachment articles against President Trump to get out of your nearly $800,000 of campaign debt? You have a history of scamming people. Are you scamming the American people? Would you like to answer, Congressman?
Oh, he has done unconstitutional activities that need to be called for.
What about your history of scamming people and your campaign debt? If you hate President Trump so much, why don't you just go back to India?
He's like,
Do you want to have some curry?
I am almost 100% convinced that he is like Foo the circus clown plant from Saturday Night Live. I don't think he's real. Like
I mean, that hair is something special,
bro. I don't think he's real.
Yeah, that's But these guys, I think again, they go back to do it. They do it so they can get attention, right? They do all of this stuff so they can get attention. They float some guy out there and says, "All right, it's your turn to go out there and be the guy."
Yeah. First it was Al Green. Now it's
and it's like you guys are a bunch of whiny wah. You know, I'd say it on my show, but not on Graham's. And I'm just saying, they're just whiny people. And so, you know, I'm so sick of this. They just float another one out there. Like, you didn't even know this guy existed.
No clue. Had no clue who he even was until yesterday. No idea.
I literally saw it, and I was like, is that a woman? Like I saw his official Congress picture, and I was like, is that a chick? Like, do we have another one? Like, what is this? And so, anyway, this is great. Now, this right here, the hypocrisy of the left is ridiculous. CLC, cry libs cry. Put it in the chat. CLC in the chat. These people can't handle common sense. Like, they just can't. You don't even need critical thinking or debate skills. You just need a little common sense. So here's a lady. She's a Trump supporter. MSNBC comes up, sticks a microphone in her face. So are you prepared to pay higher prices for goods? This is what the woman says. Play it.
Prepared to pay higher prices for goods?
I've been paying higher prices, sweetie. In the last, when Biden got in office, my groceries have doubled, my gas has doubled. No, I'm not used to it. You know, I'm not used to it.
But you're prepared for more. We're looking at with the tariffs. These are massive.
No,
tariffs
but it has to happen before it goes back down.
Are you prepared?
Let me ask you guys a question. So if you rent a house, let's say you rent a house, it doesn't belong to you. You know, and so you're paying every month for the house, and you got a landlord that every year wants to jack the prices up, and so now you're paying more, right? And it can get exorbitant. You're like, I'll never see that money again. Like, I'm living in the house. I'm paying for a certain service. I am living in the house, but I'll never see that money again. Now, you compare that to you bought a house. You got a mortgage. You bought an investment. And you want to say, okay, I don't want this thing to just fall apart. Like, I don't need it just crumbling in on itself. So I'm going to make repairs on it. We're going to fix the air conditioner. We're going to put shingles on it. We're going to invest in this house because one of these days, this is my investment. It may be an inheritance for my kids. It may be something that I sell later on. Move into a retirement deal. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I want to make sure that I take care of my investment. Now, let's make that America. We don't rent space here. We live here. We own it. We are possessors of this freedom, this liberty, this system that has been established by our founding fathers and gone on for the last 250 years. We're supposed to be investing in this thing. Somewhere along the way, we became squatters. Somewhere along the way, we became this overblown, oversecured sense of comfort, push-button, microwave society that thinks, oh, well, we're just going to keep buying cheap crap off of Temu, off the backs of slave labor in China, and we're going to, resort to, bringing our beef in or our food in from wherever in the world, and we're going to get our chips from Taiwan that makes our, car seats go backwards and forwards because we're too lazy to pull a handle. Are you prepared to make that investment? Yes, because this is my house.
Yes.
This is my house. This is where I live. I want to leave this house, America, to the next generation better than I found it when I came into it.
100%. And the second part of that particular statement right there is look at the difference and really ponder and think and meditate on the difference between us and them, because that lady was a prime example of the difference between us and them, because every time they shove the face in the microphone in a face of a Trump supporter like this, they have a detailed, calm response that honestly makes sense. Makes perfect sense. But if you watch Jack Posobiec the other day, he asked a question in front of a mob and basically got his phone knocked out of his hand and trampled. And that's all they do. You go to one of Bernie's rallies or AOC's rallies and ask somebody a question, and they either go, I don't know why I'm here. I don't know what this sign means. Or they yell, holler, and scream and how much they hate Elon and Trump. That's their response.
100%. And the only thing that I wish that she would have done, what her answer, her response was absolutely 100% nail on the head there. And the only thing I wish that she would have done is freaking just geared up and just kicked him in the freaking cojones and said, are you effing stupid or something? I mean, did you see the egg prices in October, November before Trump got, for Trump coming in office in January? It went from $10 for the 12-pack to, back down to $4 what the eggs are right now. And you're 100% right. Look, they go up to people not expecting them to have a reasonable response, and they're asking the American people, somebody who you can see her that she's just a regular person out there, just saying what she believes in. 100%. We were paying up the wazoo for all the stuff that when Biden was in office, and now finally things are coming back down because we have a president who actually knows what he's doing. We have a businessman in the office who knows that the American people come first. America comes first, and 100% everything's coming down.
Yeah, and I'll say this: you ever paid the cheapest for something and lived to regret it? Like, have you ever bought something like that was the cheapest thing, and it was like, oh yeah, this was crap. I just bought crap, and that's what we're doing. I mean, we filled our lives up with so much crap that at this stage in the game, we don't even understand the investment in America anymore. We just don't understand it anymore. And I contend it's not more expensive to buy American. I don't think it is. I think it's and listen, that's just because it's American doesn't mean it's better. I mean, you still want to, but again, you're investing in your own economy, not sending this stuff overseas and all that. And again, I agree with you, Tony. You got a businessman in there, and Andrew Jackson brought the federal debt down to $0, and he did it with tariffs. I get it. We're living in a different day and age, but here's the thing: we're going to continue dealing with the stupid fake news. These people. Now, Trump had the little meeting with Terry Moran from ABC.
Oh, yeah, he did.
And I love this. I couldn't love it anymore. We asked Carolyn Levitt. Carolyn Levitt was talking about somebody said, why does Trump keep giving these people opportunity and access? And she said, he loves the confrontation. Like, he loves getting face-to-face with people that disagree with him, and he loves talking to them because face-to-face, it changes the dynamic. Well, I think old Terry's rear end was puckered up pretty solid. Like, he probably had a little sphincter shape on that chair when he got up off that thing because Trump handed it back to him. This was hilarious throughout. Play this clip. Play this one right here, Todd.
Do you think the reputation of the United States has gone down under your presidency?
No, I think it's gone way up, and I think we're a respected country again. We were laughed at all over the world. We had a president that couldn't walk up a flight of stairs, couldn't walk down a flight of stairs, couldn't walk across a stage without falling. We had a president that was grossly incompetent. You knew it, I knew it, and everybody knew it, but you guys didn't want to write it because you're fake news.
All right. Thank you.
And by the way, ABC is one of the worst. I have to be.
By the way,
I guess the only thing I can get this, and the whole interview went this way. By the way, the whole interview went this way. I guess that these legacy media outlets were just used to interviewing Kamala and Biden and not getting a aggressive response or getting a response in general, because we saw how that went with Kamala. They just doctored the whole damn thing. And Biden pretty much fell asleep during half his interviews. But man, I gotta give them props though. It takes, as Tony would say, it takes some cojones for ABC to go sit down and interview that man and ask those kind of stupid questions.
Well, Tony, you know what they do, man, is they they try to get that sound bite. If they could get the gotcha moment, and they have zero respect for the office.
None.
Zero respect for
None.
the office. Does it bother you that Trump comes back at him like that?
Not at all.
Does it bother me? Oh,
Yeah, does it bother you,
man.
Tony?
I love the fact
I
that
know
he
you're
does that.
sensitive.
I mean, no. I mean, you know me. I am super blunt. If I call it like it is, I mean, if I see somebody say something stupid, I'm gonna say, dude, you know, come on. I mean, but I love the fact that he does that. And a lot of people don't, and I think that's everybody says stuff like, oh, he needs to be more presidential. He needs to be this. He needs to be that. Are you kidding me? I voted for the guy because he's not that. I voted for him because he comes out and he freaking calls up your crap. I mean, you come in there with garbage and stuff. He's gonna throw right back at you, man. I love it. Love it. I love it.
We got 26,000 people watching on the Dear America Rumble channel right now. That's more people than watch Terry Moran.
Yeah,
Moran,
and that's a fact.
Moran.
Or CNN
and
combined.
Yeah, and we need you to hit the like button down there and float that American flag in the chat. Do it, blow it up, blow it up, blow it up, blow it up. If you want some more Trump fire, here, put this up there. Trump says, Trump comes back at him, talking about the referral sent over to the DOJ for the Doge fraud. Terry's trying to catch him. Terry's trying to catch the president. Play the clip.
Legal note fraud is a crime. There have been no referrals to the Justice Department on any.
Well, you don't know that, do you? How do you know that?
Have there been referrals to the? Are there criminal referrals?
How would you know that there were no referrals? I think there were referrals.
They generally. All right. There's been no investigation from the Justice Department.
How do you know that?
I'm asking you, sir.
No, you're not asking me. You made a statement. You're not.
Now I'm asking you.
That was a statement that you made. There have been.
I'm asking you.
Have there been? Yes, there have.
So there have been referrals for fraud from the work of
there have been. Take a look at some of these things that took place. Billions of dollars were given to people for no reason whatsoever. Of course there have been.
I want to bring
I'm telling you, man, you play with fire, you get burned. Play stupid games and you win stupid prizes. But
what I love about that interview, right, even that little piece right there is his facial expressions compared to the reporter's facial expressions. You can see that Trump is like, whoa, wait a minute. You can see his face kind of changed, or like he was about to throw it back at him. The other guy was like backing him up. He was like,
yeah, he did just like this. He went.
Yep.
Well, you know what are we supposed to do? We're going to tell you. We're supposed to tell ABC what's going on in the legal realm at the Department of Justice. Like we're going to tell you what the case is and who we've referred to the DOJ.
So you can tell your buddies to go burn the evidence?
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't think so.
So you can put a hammer to your cell phone and break the chip or the SIM card and pour some bleach bit on it like Hillary Clinton.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you know, it's ridiculous. I mean, deer in the freaking headlights, dude. And then Trump, you know, you asked about Trump, Putin wanting peace. And Trump just wasn't letting up. I mean, he just wasn't letting up on this thing. Play the clip.
Fighting. Don't forget.
You think he wants peace? You think Vladimir Putin wants peace?
I think he does, yes. I think he does. I think because
even with the raining missiles
I think he really, his dream was to take over the whole country. I think because of me, he's not going to do that.
Do you trust him? Do you trust him?
I don't trust you. I don't trust a lot of people. I don't trust you. Look at you. You come in all shooting for bear. You're so happy to do the interview.
I am
And
happy.
then you start hitting me with fake questions. You start telling me that a guy whose hand is covered with a tattoo doesn't have the tattoo. You know. I mean, you're being dishonest.
No, I'm not.
Let me
No,
just
I am
tell
not,
you, do I trust? I don't trust a lot of people. But I do think this. I think that let's say he respects me. And I believe because of me, he's not going to take over the whole. But his decision, his choice would be to take over all of Ukraine. Okay. It's a war that never should have happened. The fighting. Don't forget.
This is. I don't
Dude
trust
is
you.
a gangster, man.
Just you know, I like he puts it back in their face in such a way. That what are you going to do? Like this clip with Hegseth, where he talks about Pete Hegseth, and he asks him, "Do you have 100% confidence in Pete Hegseth?" That's a stupid question. See, that's it. You got to look at the way these guys do this. You don't talk like that in real life. You don't talk like that in real life. I mean, Tony, are you 100% that you're going to have a bowel movement today? I mean, the odds are good.
I plead the fifth on that one. But
the odds are good. You eat Mexican food. The odds are good. But is it 100%?
Stereotypical. Just because I'm Mexican, I eat Mexican food.
You know, that's what we do. We stereotype people around here. That's what we do.
But your point here, Jed, I mean, what he's saying, I mean, I love people who are super upfront and blunt with me. I mean, even if they're insulting sometimes, I respect the fact that they have the cojones to just tell me what they're thinking, just tell me how it is. I mean, sometimes they can be a little aggressive and whatever, but I love that about people. I don't like people, pussyfooting around and just, trying to get around what they're trying to say. Can you imagine if every person is always not telling you what they think? Can you imagine going to your doctors and maybe you have cancer? It's like, well, maybe instead of just telling you, dude, you have cancer. Let's hit this hard. We'll get you on radiation. Let's get going on chemotherapy. That's what I want. I want somebody to tell me what's going on.
Play this clip right here. This is just beautiful. He's got that line in here that's just amazing. Play the clip.
A very good defense, hopefully a great defense secretary, but he'll be a very good defense secretary.
You have 100% confidence in
I don't have 100% confidence in anything. Okay? Anything. Do I have 100%? It's a stupid question. Look.
It's a pretty important position.
No. You don't have 100%. Only a liar would say I have 100% confidence. I don't have 100% confidence that we're going to finish this interview.
Bro,
that's gangster right there.
Dude, listen, from that particular clip of the interview to the prior of the trust, what you're seeing is the 2016 Donald Jaquarius Trump learning his lesson. That's what you're seeing, okay? Because I'm not saying he was limp-wristed because he wasn't in 2016, but you had a president in 2016 walk into the Oval Office willing to extend the olive branch, willing to trust people he shouldn't have trusted, and it all came crashing down on him. All of it did, and he's just not doing it now.
Let me just tell you guys here, and so what you have here, I went to the University of Georgia. If you don't know, listen, I went to the University of Georgia. I went to go to their broadcast journalism school, right? And so I get it. There's a cowboy hat. Everybody, they can't get past that. It's all a shtick, right? I try to do this because I like for people to be disarmed because I'm just a redneck doesn't know anything. But let me tell you what I do know. What this is, it's not journalism. It's not journalistic objectivity. What it is a narrative. It's narrative management is all it is with a press badge. That's all that is. So there's a couple of things here, and I just want to just throw these out there because the reason they ask these questions, there's a couple of things. They have agenda setting, which is the questions framed to lead the audience towards a particular conclusion rather than seek the truth. Instead of saying, what happened, they say, why'd you do this horrible thing? See, that's a leading agenda question. You see what I'm saying? And then you have clickbait culture, which is something that's newer, but it's still true because the outrage sells. And so then you got the gotcha tactics, and then you got the lack of knowledge, because, they just don't know what they're talking about, but they still pretend to. They act like they're an expert on it. I mean, God, we do that every morning. But then you have the echo chamber pressure, which in a lot of the newsrooms, the ideology is just homogenous, and the journalists don't even realize their questions are biased because everybody around them thinks the exact same way. So when he goes in and sits down with the arrogance that he had, like when he was talking to him about the MS-13 guy, where he basically said, it's Photoshopped, we're moving on. It's Photoshopped, we're moving on. It's photo. Well, yeah, they did Photoshop the M and the S and the 1 and the 3 to show you what the designs were, what they stood for. But again, he wasn't telling the full narrative in asking that question. He wasn't even asking a question. He was just accusing and saying that Trump was defending a Photoshop. And so these guys, they don't have any right whatsoever to be in there. They don't have any right to do that because, again, they've gotten into this homogenous, environmental, progressive, liberal, cuck reason there's a chair in the corner of the hotel room, limp-wristed, beta, soy, garbage, almond milk culture, and they got to do their aha gotcha moment because they believe this crap. Trump's got to be evil, so let's go in there and try to expose just how evil he is.
Yep.
And I'm not buying it.
Nope.
Trump, a little dancing Trump. Let me put a little dancing Trump. Trump just did a little dance on Terry Moran's face, like, hey. Effectively ends a dude's career, man.
Yeah, that was bad. That was bad. He'll be on Substack next week.
Yeah, everybody goes to Substack.
He'll be with Happy Joy Reid. After that.
Limp-wristed, dude. It doesn't matter. Trump's going to be the Pope.
Yes, he is.
Trump's going to be the Pope, Tony. What do you think about that? He said it. I mean, why not?
I mean,
I still, one of the most hilarious clips to me is, and it was embarrassing, is when Trump was like, I read the Bible every day. And they're like, well, what's your favorite verse? He's like, well, I don't want to talk about that. I don't really want to get into it. I read the Bible every day, but I don't have a favorite. I don't know.
Technically, if he sees the Bible sit there and he says, look, it's the Bible. It says that on the front cover. He read it, puts it back down. There you go.
Yeah. Like, I don't know that I want to, I don't want to get into that, which he probably knows more about the Bible than the Pope. So, just leave that one out there. Pretty gay posting dancing Trumps. Pretty gay you said that, Mark. Tell your mom I said hi.
I'm telling you, you don't poke a comedian, ladies and gentlemen.
This is what he had to say outside of Marine One. Play the clip.
As Pope? Yeah. I'd like to be Pope. That would be my number one choice. No, I don't know. I have no preference. I must say we have a cardinal that happens to be out of a place called New York who's very good. So we'll see what happens.
I don't know about that one.
I don't know. We'll probably leave that one out.
I don't want to offend any Catholics in here. I mean, I was raised Catholic, but I mean, never mind. I don't want to say anything. I'm good. Let's move on now.
I'll leave it.
Hang on. I got something for both of y'all. Hang on. Here we go. Look. There. Now go ahead. Y'all are good. Go ahead.
Well,
y'all are good.
I just want to say, if the Pope is the living embodiment of Christ in the earth, I mean, if he then if that's the case, then trust me, he can handle a little criticism. All right, you should be able to handle a little bit of criticism and this was not a good Pope. I mean, I'm not going to do anything from the dead, about the dead, but he was not a good Pope. And this is that cardinal that Trump was referring to right here. Play this. This will make you cringe right here. This will make you cringe. Play this clip right here.
Hi, everybody. It's Friday, the last day of February. Cardinal Dolan here. Thanks for joining. You realize that tomorrow Ramadan starts? Ramadan is the season of penance for our Islamic brothers and sisters. Do they ever take it seriously? It's fasting and prayer. Now, I always remember I wasn't here in New York long. I got into a cab.
Hit pause.
And it was kind of a hot day because Ramadan's not.
All right, first of all, let me tell you what Ramadan is about. They take it seriously. It's fasting and prayer until the sun goes down.
Yeah, and
then
trust
it's
me,
partying all night long, feasting and all the stuff.
Yeah, and shooting at you and lobbing mortars at you and setting up IEDs for the next day. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, your Muslim brothers, as he refers to them, they fast during the day, and then the sun goes down, and then they eat all they want.
And then they try to kill you at night.
Let's go a little bit easy.
All right, wait a minute. People are calling me out. Somebody just said, Tony, you just said you like people to speak their minds. All right, I'll say this about the Catholic religion. I was raised Catholic for 15 years, and the only thing I really saw there was just hypocrisy. I mean, it was. I did my first communion. I was baptized. I did my confirmation. All that stuff. I went to Sunday school, and everything that I saw was just nothing but hypocrisy, because all you got to do, you can act however you wanted the whole week, and then go to church on Sunday, say a couple of Hail Marys, say a couple of Our Fathers, and you're forgiven, and you start all over. So that's not a relationship to me. To me, it was just nothing but hypocrisy. And it wasn't until I started diving into the Bible myself and reading in just a regular Christian Bible that I was like, wait a minute, I can have my own personal relationship with the Lord myself and not have to go through priests and nuns that would beat you on the back of the head or slap you on the hand and stuff like that. And then you have cardinals and all these people that are in the Vatican that have billions of dollars rolling through that church and using it for what? I mean, for me, it's just all hypocrisy. And again, I don't want to offend anybody, and if I did, I'm sorry. Everybody's got their own way of having their relationship with the Lord. But I myself just find it hypocrite, and I don't need a priest or anybody else telling me what I need to do. I know what I need to do to be a Christian. I just need to be a good person, take care of my family, and speak to the Lord every day. He might not answer back, but He's blessing me with my life every day.
Woo! All right, calm down, Tony. Calm down.
It's okay.
Come on, man.
It's okay.
Go on off with him, son. Going off with them, son.
Yeah.
I mean, if you don't have a problem with the Catholic religion or whatever, I mean, like here's Cardinal Dolan. Cardinal Dolan, he's going to tell you that that's your Ramadan brother and sisters over there, your Muslim brothers and sisters. A proof of life on Biscuit there. So just so y'all know, people are like, oh, where's Biscuit? Where's Biscuit? Yeah, we got Willie and Biscuit, all the babies. But like that's bad theology. I'm sorry, that's bad theology. Keep playing the clip. It gets worse.
It's not always in March. It moves around. So this must have been a heated month. And I had a bag of some water, and I was so thirsty, I took some water and I drank it. And I said to the driver, would you like some water? And he said, you bet I'd like some water. I am very thirsty, but it's Ramadan, and I cannot take water till the sunset.
Till the sunset.
That's how seriously they take their fasting and prayer. Now, I tell you that to shame you, because Ash Wednesday's coming up, all right? Ash Wednesday is this coming Wednesday, and that's kind of our Catholic Ramadan. So let's unite with our Islamic brothers and sisters in prayer and fasting.
Let's not.
Not. How about no?
I mean, again, truth and error, they're not crosstown rivals. They live next door to each other, right? So this guy, fasting and prayer, great. That's a good thing. But me doing it as using a Muslim as an example, this is what this is what Trump was referring to with this guy.
No.
So, no, Dolan. I mean, that's pretty bad, bro.
Yeah,
pretty bad.
I don't think so.
Speaking of coming straight out of the pit of hell,
Whoa.
Gretchen Whitmer, the governor of Michigan. Oh boy, the girl that faked her own kidnapping there back during COVID. They stormed the Capitol, and I will say, Tony, thank you for sharing what you just shared a minute ago. We give each other a hard time, but that was solid, dude.
Very solid.
And to that point, listen, I mess with the Protestants too, brother. I've seen behind the curtain. I mess with all these big organized guys.
Don't get me started on the Southern Baptists. We'll be here all day.
So Gretchen, she's waiting to Trump. I was at the Pentagon yesterday, and I was at Pete Hegseth's office, and Pete was fixing to go to Michigan. Yeah, he was fixing to go to Michigan. He could be there at Trump's rally, and just making sure that there wasn't any buttons there that needed to be pushed. But Trump's getting off the plane. He gets off Air Force One. Guess who's there at the bottom of the stairs? Let me tell you, if Gretchen Whitmer was down there, I'd turn around and go back up. I'd be like, this event's canceled. Play the clip here. She comes down. She's waiting on him. I mean, she was just at the White House hiding behind her binders the other day. And they give a little hug. She's kissing the ring. Isn't that what you said, Todd?
Yeah, man. She is kissing the ring. She has it. To me, it looks like she's bent the knee, like legit bent the knee.
Well, I mean, not like Kamala.
No.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Just make sure. But
let's be honest. Like, if you think he flew to Pennsylvania or California or any of those other, you think they'd be waiting at the bottom of the steps to hug him?
Gavin Newsom did during the fires because he needed that federal money.
That's what I'm telling you. Yeah. They're only waiting at the bottom until they need something, and she's in a lot of doo-doo right now in her state. And please save me, please. Yeah, I'll wear a MAGA shirt if you just save my career, please.
And I truly pray. Michigan can be one. A lot of these states out there that we write off as blue states, they can be one. I don't know if my friend Tudor Dixon's going to run again as a Republican candidate for governor. I hope she does. I hope she does, and I hope she wins. I think she'd be fantastic. Tudor's an amazing woman, and I think she'd be great for that. Way better than Gretchen Whitmer, that's for sure. But she was at the event. Trump actually surprised her, pulled her up. I mean, this is troll level here.
Oh, man.
Like, she's over there. She's at this conservative Trump rally event. You got the military all back there. You would think she'd be ready. Pete Hegseth finishes. And so what does Trump do? Hands her the microphone.
Come on.
What do you got to say? Here's what happened. Play the clip.
She's like, oh, no.
She's like,
Well, I hadn't planned to speak, but I'm on behalf of all the military men and women who serve our country and serve so honorably on behalf of the state of Michigan. I am really damn happy we're here to celebrate this recapitalization at Selfridge. It's crucial for the Michigan economy. It's crucial for the men and women here, for our homeland security and our future. So thank you. I'm so grateful that this announcement was made.
She didn't know what to say right there.
No clue.
Thank you.
Because normally what you would say in that moment is you'd say, thank you,
Mr. President. Yes.
You would, like when you walk up to the podium, you say, thank you. She never acknowledged that. But if you notice very clearly, she addressed the military members and Homeland Security and people like that, but she never addressed the people in the audience. She never addressed, those are her constituents. Those are the people that she's supposed to represent. She never addressed them because, again, She's trash. And that's how divided we are in a place like that. She done it and she never addressed them. I mean, take a minute and show a little bit of gratitude that you were just given. I mean, that's a perfect opportunity, in my opinion. And I think we're too far past this, but that's a perfect opportunity to maybe reach across the aisle again. But again, I go back to the agenda-driven narrative. She can't do that. She can't publicly make a statement that is in any way gracious or appreciative of President Trump giving her that opportunity to speak to those people. I mean, you just literally had an opportunity to speak to thousands of conservative Republicans, MAGA Republicans, as their governor, and you could have said something that was a little bit convincing as to what's going on in the state of Michigan. She had nothing.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, are we surprised though? I mean, nope. If we've learned anything from the left is they don't know how to say, "Oops, I messed up," or "Oops, I'm sorry," or "Oops, oops, you're right. President Trump's doing a great job." They can't do that because then they would totally go against what we've been preaching this whole time. That as soon as we got President Trump in there, things were going to change, and they were fighting tooth and nail, to prevent that. So yeah, they're not going to do that.
Yeah, I mean, but is anybody taking the Jesse Smollett version of politics seriously at this point anymore? I've seen a couple people in the chat from Michigan talking about how evil she is. Like, nobody's taking her serious. Like, nice hat, lady. Go away.
Yeah. You know what? We go on this show every morning at the same time, and we got to do a Rumble raid here in a little bit for Vince's show, don't we?
Yeah.
Vince is coming up, so you'll see the Rumble raid link that'll pop up in there. You can opt out of that, but you can also, it'll flip you over to Vince's show at the hour when he gets started, and you're always welcome to come back. Here, you have to click a couple of buttons and then come back to the Dear America program. We welcome you to come back. We're going to get into a number of other things before we go. We got probably a few more minutes here together. But when you see that Rumble Raid link, that's going to take you over to Vince's. You can opt out or you can go over there to it. We appreciate Vince. We appreciate his voice. And we appreciate any voice right now. It really does bug me how everybody wants to devour each other. They're choosing, character favorites or voice favorites or, who the narrative is. Stop. We got to stop this devouring, man. We got to be on the same team, dude. Got to, like I gave credit to Brianna Morello a minute ago, and she texted me and she goes, "Should I post that clip of you saying that?" And I was like, "Of course." Yeah. And she's like, "Will that get you uninvited from the next event?" I said, "I don't give a damn."
Not at all. Not at all.
I mean, it's the truth. It's the truth. I mean, give credit where it's due. I mean, I'm going to be honest. I'm going to give credit where it's due. The question came from Brianna. I mean, she's the person I go to. I text her. I text Sarah Gonzalez all the time. I don't text Todd Spears. I don't text Todd in that moment. I love you for other reasons. Like if somebody needed to get punched in the mouth, I'd call her.
I would have just sent one word. I would have just sent Epstein. I would have sent one word.
And that was the direction I was going. Rogan did it. DC Drano went that direction with the Epstein thing in that question. Let's play one more clip from the Michigan rally. Trump just absolutely owns. This is hilarious. I mean, Trump's just funny all the time, dude. Play this clip right here.
He was in North Carolina. He did so great. What's the problem over there? What's the problem? Is that a radical left lunatic? He's just a child. All right, get him out. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, ma'am. I thought it was a guy. Thank you. And she now has to go home to a mother who's a big Trump fan. Her mother's watching. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I said he, and it's a she. I'm sorry.
There you go.
And what I love about this particular clip here is you'll see the leftists and all the legacy media post this and say, "We have never had a president in the history of our country that acts this way." And I'm like, nah. Because you had a man in the 80s whose last name was Reagan who did that kind of stuff over and over and over. And he's probably the most beloved president in the last 50 years. Literally went, "I'll shut up." Like, I mean, right in the middle of a speech. So don't.
It's so funny. It's so funny. I mean, again, Trump can't say anything that's going to be right no matter what. I just love it. I mean, I just think it's real.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
Yeah.
Well,
Blow
Chad,
it up.
Chad, we're at the 8:59 mark, and while we have over 30,000 people here watching us before we raid, you've been missing, man, and I know you need some redemption. So
yeah, you do.
Yeah, you've been gone for 2 days. So pray us out, my guy.
Let's pray. Father, we thank you for this day. We thank you for your mercy. We thank you for your grace. We thank you for our salvation in you. We thank you, Father, that this country was established by your providential hand, and you have not removed it yet. And so we want to be thankful, Father, and humbled by the fact that you are sustaining us. We pray that truth will win out. We pray that you will give us insight and revelation. And we pray, Father, that if there's anyone who does not know you through the blood of your Son, Jesus Christ, that they would come to know you, they would repent, that they would turn from their ways, and they would come into a real, living, lasting relationship with you for all of eternity. Father, we thank you for this audience. We thank you for this opportunity. We thank you for the blessings in our life, and we pray them in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen.
All right.
The raid has been initiated,
Booyah.
ladies and gentlemen.
Gearing up. Yeah. Oh, Canada.
Oh, my God, man.
They went from slick to sloppy right there.
Boy, they really did, man.
Man, that guy. So, see, if you came on, he flips you over to Vince. Then I can hit a button. I've automatically got Dear America saved. There's the thumbnail, and I'm back.
Ta-da!
Ta-da! Oh, Canada. They went from Slick Willie over there with Justin Trudeau to this Mark, whatever his name is.
Carney. And that's
it.
a perfect last name because he is a circus clown. Like,
He's
absolutely.
a Carney man. He's a Carney man.
He's a Carney for sure.
He's so, like my buddy Bobby Sausalito says, take naps on Instagram. He says he's soggy.
Yeah, 100%.
So they voted him in. You know, Trudeau is out, and there's that Jagmeet Singh dude back there. I think Jagmeet.
That's the suicide bomber Secret Service right there.
Dear America, America. I started watching that again the other night. It's so crude, but so funny. Play this clip. This was him getting down. He was doing a little dance. This is your leader, Canada. I'm sorry, but this is your guy. This is what you got. Look at it. That's almost as bad as Bill Belichick dating a 23-year-old, right?
But
there.
you know what? If you go back, like check this out. If you go back with no sound, it looks like he's having a seizure. Like no sound.
Oh, Mark Carney, folks. That's what you got, Canada. Oh,
Blame
man.
Canada.
Oh, boy, howdy.
I mean,
Cringe.
It's great, man. I mean, look at this dude. It's
I mean, we shouldn't make too much fun of Canada. I mean, they are Canada, so I mean,
yeah, that is, yeah.
I mean, all you gotta say is they're Canada. I mean, they're like the little epitard little brother that you're like, that's just.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, okay, so we were talking about the journalists a little while ago and how they have to try to punch through the smoke and get their gotcha moment. You know, they come out of their homogenous environment where they truly believe that all this crap is real. And so this guy, it's not Moran, Carney, he's going to be worse than Trudeau.
Oh, way worse.
Because he's got to prove his point. He's got to shoot his shot. And the only way to do that is to be more radical than the guy before you.
Yep.
He's got to be bolder. He's got to be stronger. He's got to go out there and really go after the insane, what is your word? Epitards?
Epitard rooster. He's a Canadian rooster fish.
You know, I hope he is. I hope he is worse than the other guy, because that way Trump can really put a bitch slap on him, just like, you were worse than the other dude.
Dude, when you make Timothy Waltz look cool,
nobody can do that.
I'm just saying, man.
I just think that. I don't want him as a 51st state anymore.
I don't.
Not if that's what you're going to put in there. I don't want that.
Nope.
Western Canada, we'll love you. We'll take you. I love you, Alberta. Well, we'll take you. But these folks, Montreal, Quebec, Toronto, don't want it. 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 Y'all can keep it. Absolute insanity. Live chat, we're going to get into that here in a minute. $5 more. We'll read your question. We'll respond to you, whatever. You can put anything you want on there. We'll talk about it. Unless it's Auburn football.
Let's talk about sex, baby.
What? What?
We
Great.
just
Now that
prayed,
song's gonna
Tony.
be Tony.
We just prayed.
Song,
like
man.
you went from the Eagles pre-show to let's talk about.
Spend all your time making money.
The Eagles.
Oh boy, man, I love the chat. You guys are awesome, man. Yeah, I love that. Kate said, "Sorry, Canada, but y'all are on your own."
Yeah, 100%. Sorry.
You're right, sister. Drop that American flag in the chat. This has been fun doing the live feed, the live features in the morning. I am curious to know what Graham has up his sleeve with this TikTok thing. For those of you, before we get into the live chat, remind you guys, Todd's on this afternoon. I'm back. I'm on this afternoon. And Megan's on, as well as Brianna, and Comes with Fire. Isn't that the name of their show?
I Came with Fire.
I Came with Fire. I always mess that up.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean no disrespect to the boys. They do a great job. I Came with Fire. Like, that's why I had to name mine the Chad Prather Show. So I don't have to think about it.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's why mine's the hot seat, because I mean, they've been calling me that. It was between the hot seat or Todd Hub. I was going between.
Thank
those
you for
two.
going hot seat.
Yeah, and I was going for full logo too for the show, but
I almost put on my Todd Hub shirt before today. And I figured I didn't need to come back that strong.
Yeah.
Today's the last day of the month. If you guys want to join me and Todd or Tony's Make Wellness team, you can do that. Go to watchchad.com. I got the link right at the top of the page, dude. Been a great month. I'm seeing people's lives change, bro. I'm happy about that.
Yeah,
happy about that. People are like, you're just about... Yeah, that's right. I'm about change lives, dude. I feel great.
Yeah, you guys go check out Chad's picture he put on.
Yeah, man.
Oh, man, he's all cut. He's all cut. He's got a big old freaking chest with little, his six pack going on, and he's got that sexy little fuzzy going on there.
Chad has got a new confidence. He's posting thirst pictures on social media right now, looking like a sexy Chewbacca.
Chad, I'm not gonna lie, man. That picture, when I saw that picture, it made me feel warm all over. I was like, oh,
yeah, that's right. Like I said, it's the dad bod. I got hair on my back. I don't even care that I have it. I just wish the patches matched. I just the aesthetics of the balance of the hair on your back and all that kind of stuff. I got the dad bod, and I tore my shoulder. The peptides have helped me so much because I tore my my labrum a year and a half ago, and it's been a long little road to recovery on that and trying to avoid the surgery. The peptides have been amazing for that, but I haven't been able to work out like I used to. Todd and Kendra are getting it on, though. They've been working it out.
Hey, Kendra's down 4 pounds right now. I mean,
she's a little girl, so
yeah, she's down 4 pounds, so it works. It works.
Beautiful wife you got there, Todd.
You guys are all getting cut and working out. I'm over here eating rice and beans every day. I was like, I don't care.
Yeah, I don't eat great. I just eat less. That's the beautiful thing. I eat. That's the thing about these peptides. I eat less. Like the lean, you'll eat 600 less calories a day. Like I ordered a pizza when I got home from D.C. yesterday. I ordered a pizza, and I ate 2 slices. That's not the way I am. That's not the way I am. I eat the whole daggum thing.
Truth be told, Chad, I ordered an 8x10 pictures of your picture there. I put it on my wall right here. And every day when I come up to my studio, I'm gonna say, "Ay, papi, look at that! It's
Daddy. I like it.
Mommy. I don't mind showing y'all.
No, here we go. Hold up. Let's go full. Here we go. Wait. Let him make sure he gets the right picture up.
Let's get the right one. There it is, right there. Let's see. There it is. Look at that thing. Bam. 52. Look at that. 52 years old, man. 52 years old. People are like, that is unbecoming of a Christian. No, it ain't.
Yeah, like Steve Harvey used to say, don't tell me Christians ain't sexy. And what are these kids running around? Christians are sexy. Like, come on now.
Well, I deal with the belly. I got the estrogen belly, I'm fighting it. The Megan just texted, said that she'd kick my tail if I came work out with her. Spin classes. She teaches those spin classes. I used to do a lot of spin classes. I love to do them, and I'm really good at it. I can do the bike. I got a bike. If anybody wants to buy one of those Echelon or Peloton, it's not a Peloton, it's an Echelon. If you want to buy that, I'll basically give it to you if you'll come get it. Because I got to move. I got to move at some point in time here in the next couple of weeks. Biscuit.
Todd ain't getting on no bike.
Biscuit. Let's get into the super chats, boys.
Let's do it. All right, first one from Mr. Baker. Figured I'd watch y'all live this morning since Pat's filling in for Glenn. Love y'all.
Baker, love you, buddy.
Alicia Victoria. So the media is trying to scare MAGA. Do they not know we're smarter than whatever trick they have up their sleeve? No, honestly, they don't. They don't know.
They do not learn.
They don't know. I mean,
they live in their echo chamber.
Yeah, AOC and Jasmine Crockett and Bernie Sanders is their front runner. They don't know. Drummer for God. So while Graham is fighting for the country, do we call this the Gigi Chad era or the Dad Chat era?
You can call it whatever you want to call it.
Whatever you want.
Yeah, you can call it the oh God era.
Yeah. Little Mama Lee. J.D. Vance is coming to South Carolina tomorrow to tour the Nucor steel plant in Huger, South Carolina. Yay. Also heard that Elon is looking at closed steel mill in Georgetown, South Carolina, making America great again.
You know, I love that JD's out there the way that he is.
Me too, man. I love that dude. I love that dude. Amy Wilder. Buying something truly made in the USA is very hard to find. Labels are not true on where things are made. So much research is involved. This needs to be changed. I will agree with that. There are so many products out there that are made in other countries but assembled in America so they can get the sticker. Yeah, I agree with that. Ryan Gade, joke of the day. What is an illegal immigrant's favorite sport? Cross country. That's a good one.
That is awesome, dude.
That's a good one. I like that. I'm going to write that down. H. Cole, yesterday, the clip that you showed of the Senate that's trying to sue Trump, I thought it was a skit from Saturday Night Live. Great job, Todd and Tony, the past 2 days. Love you guys. Keep it up. No, that was real. That unfortunately.
You know, and that's the thing. I mean, that last joke we just that was just on there. Look at we all laughed about it. You know, the people on the left would be like, "Oh my gosh, you can't say stuff like that." You know, that's so racist and you know, that's the thing. I mean, and Chad, and you know this better than anybody. I mean, comedy is so great for the heart and for the soul, man. Just if you can laugh about stuff like that, you know. It doesn't matter what race you're talking about. I mean, I'm 100% Mexican, but I love Mexican jokes. I love people that make fun of Latin people. I love people that make make fun of all kinds of races.
You got to be able to laugh at yourself.
Exactly.
You got to be able to laugh at yourself.
Yep.
I'm a professional. I'm a professional.
I saw somebody said it was the BPC 157. I did do that injectable. All this stuff is oral now, though, and it takes about 60 good days to get in your system. Because you're rebuilding at a cellular level. So, yeah, it's good stuff.
It absolutely works. All
right,
here we go.
You don't have to be a pincushion.
No,
Miss Lovegood.
Miss Lovegood. Pray for Israel as aggressive wildfires are currently raging near Jerusalem and spreading due to windy weather. Absolutely, dear. She lives there in Israel. Amazing person with an amazing family. So prayers for you, Miss Lovegood, and to your family. Please stay safe. Dan Schneider. For those wanting to opt out of the raid, you have to have the live chat open in order to opt out. There you go.
I just assume the live chat's it automatically opens for me on Rumble when I go on here.
Yeah, I don't know. Sheila May, I'm coming to your show in Raleigh, North Carolina on May the 8th, Chad. Super excited. Already bought my tickets. Ooh,
help me spread
Raleigh.
The word. I got to promote that because I'm in Raleigh. I'm in Gatlinburg. I'm in Virginia. We're all over next weekend, like 3 nights in a row. And then this weekend, I'm in Mount Pleasant, Texas. We're doing Lara Logan. She's emceeing the thing. And we're doing like a day of like music and comedy and fun and family and faith. It's a faith-based deal out in Mount Pleasant, Texas. It's going to be a good time. Watch Chad.
You're going to Gatlinburg this weekend?
Next weekend. Next weekend. Come over there. I'm going to be, because I've got shows 3 nights in a row. We're doing Raleigh, North Carolina, Marion, Virginia, and Gatlinburg, Tennessee.
Kendra, you want to go to Gatlinburg next weekend?
She does.
It's time for some wine tasting, baby.
Yeah, that's on the 10th.
From Blue Used to Be Cool. Can we please get Todd's reporter looking scared face as a Rumble Chat sticker or a meme?
That'd be awesome.
I will do it just for you. I will do that just for you. Alicia Victoria, did I miss it, or did you guys mention China trying to get around the tariffs by laying off Mexican workers and putting in their own people? Also, some have gone months without pay. No.
Wait. Did that say, are there Mexicans in China?
No, it's Chinese plants in Mexico.
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say. I was like, dang, man. I mean, I knew the Mexicans had reach, man, but that's
that wormhole. The wormhole from Beijing
China
to Juarez comes this way. The wormhole from Beijing to Juarez comes this way. That's how the Chinese nationals keep showing up at our southern border. It doesn't go the other way. Like you can't. Whoop, like there's no there's no Mexicans that are showing up over there in Hong Kong.
I wouldn't be surprised, though.
I was like, man, I knew they could swim across the Rio Grande, but across the freaking ocean?
Hey, From Dan Schneider, live chat does automatically open, but you have to exit the live chat in order to give a like. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's true. If you're watching on your phone, for sure. NZAB09, do you guys think Trump had anything to do with the Canadian election before he started with the tariffs and the 51st state talk? The conservative was winning, and could this be a worldwide trend?
I would debate that whether or not the conservative was winning. I think the conservative was getting a lot of popularity because of his, what's his name, Poilievre or whatever his name was. He was getting a lot of attention because of things he was saying. But no, I don't think so. I think that that's like saying Austin, Texas is going to vote red. They're just not. When you're controlled by the bureaucracy of your population centers like Quebec and Toronto and Montreal, you're going to get guys like Carney. So no, I don't think it's Trump's fault.
No, not at all. I think it's your fault. I think it's Canada's fault.
And back to what you said earlier, Tony, about you hope he is more radical. I agree with you because the pendulum swings. The pendulum swings. I mean, you can only take something so far before the spring pops.
Right.
It just politically, culturally, in society, the pendulum comes back. I mean, all you got to do is look at history. And so you go so far off the left wing that you don't even identify the bird anymore, then it'll swing back. So we'll see. I mean, you hate for those kind of bad times to come, but they do come.
Yeah, I mean, hell, they came for us for 4 years straight. Like, we did it to ourselves 4 years ago.
A mentally deficient, geriatric. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, one more. And from 1984. I'll see you in Marion, Virginia on the 9th, Chad. I can't wait.
Man, I've never been to Marion, Virginia, so I'm excited to be there. I'm looking forward to it. I need to spread the word, though. I got to put some promo out today about those because I need to push those things.
Yeah, from NZAB. As a Catholic, I agree the church has a lot of problems. However, I do not fault the religion part because it follows the word of Jesus. As long as you follow that, you can't be wrong. Yeah, I mean, I got no problems with Catholic.
What was that? Put it back up there again. Let me read it.
Yeah, as a Catholic, I agree the church has a lot of problems. However, I do not fault the religion part because it follows the word of Jesus. As long as you follow that, you can't be wrong. Just the whole word religion I have a problem with. Like, I do, because the root word of religion is literally translated bondage. And you can practice religion without bondage, traditions, and things like that, and you're fine.
I'll tell you this, and you're right. It needs to be tied to something, right? The bondage thing, because it comes from the Latin religare, which meant relationship, and then a relationship, it was like a covenant relationship where you are tied to somebody. But it evolves into a bondage with something like that because the idea of relationship has completely been depleted from the idea of religion.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. Woodard, Chad, is your show in Savannah, Georgia canceled, or is it going to be rescheduled? We need a show in South Georgia.
I got to call my agent and talk to him about that because I asked him to reschedule it because that night was the same night as the big concert and the rodeo there in Savannah, and I didn't want to be in competition with that because I'd be the one that loses on that. So we're definitely coming to Savannah. I love it. I love Savannah, so we're going to get down there. And while we're on the subject of rodeo, as I mentioned that, I got to give a heartfelt condolence to the Cooper family. My friend Super Looper Roy Cooper, 8-time tie-down calf champion, tie-down roper, tie-down calf roper. I can't talk. He passed away last night. It was a tragic event in Decatur, Texas. I am in shock. I still am in shock about it. So Roy was my friend. Friends with the family, the sons, but the rodeo world lost a legend, and the world lost a good man in Roy Cooper. There was nothing like Roy Cooper, so my heartfelt condolences go out to the Cooper family.
Absolutely.
For sure. From Daniel Davis, Todd and Kendra come to Gatlinburg. We'll grab a steak and hit up the winery. Don't threaten me with a good time. Don't threaten me with a good time.
I like steak.
Yep.
Why are you guys leaving out the Mexican? How come you guys don't say, hey, yeah, Tony, you can come too? I mean, I don't get it. Whatever. Screw you guys, man.
See, this is how you get uninvited from things right there.
Yeah, there. That's how you do it.
Well,
That's how
uninvited. I haven't gotten invited. I mean, how am I going to get uninvited?
You're supposed to just invite yourself.
Yeah,
I mean, Kendra does it all the time.
All right, one more. They keep popping up.
Kendra.
Chad, we need you up here in South Central Pennsylvania, please and thank you.
Got to get back to Pennsylvania. You're right. I got to get back up there. I love going to PA, baby.
Yeah. And that is it. And so before we sign out, let's go ahead and do this.
Oh my God!
There you go.
TikTok,
ladies and gentlemen. That is it.
We're not sure what's coming. I told Graham, I said, as soon as we can talk about whatever's coming, let us know.
Please do.
Let us know. All right, I'm at 2 o'clock, 1 Central. Todd's at 3. Meggie moves this evening. Brown is as well. And so all the stuff's going on. Tony's in his new studio.
Hey, check that out. See that? That's directed to me.
Yeah?
Open invitation. I got it. Thank you.
open
I appreciate it.
invitation.
See, thank you. See that?
See?
Somebody does love me.
I know. Pray for Party Foul Steve. He got sick. He kissed his wife and got sick. So
Oh, no.
he's trying to be on the mend. Everybody's been going around, man. Been going around. Gargle your mouth with a little tequila. You don't have to swallow it. It's kind of hard not to, though. You know?
Dude, that's my go-to. Anytime I feel like I'm getting sick, I take 3/4 of shot of reposado tequila with a half lime squeeze in there and a teaspoon of salt, dude, and just shoot that, and it'll kill anything going on in there, man. And dude, I don't drink, so.
Yeah, I'm telling you that it's stuff, and this stuff's settling in with people. There's several people that I know have been sick. I avoid it like the plague, dude. And I always say to that point, we joke about it, but it's not the germ, it's the terrain. What does the germ land on? You got to make sure that your terrain that the germ lands on, it doesn't stick. So that's why I believe in cellular repair and stuff like that. And if you gargle with a little tequila, it's hard for the germ to stick to that too. You got to make that system slippery. Slippery, I tell you. Oh,
I'm out.
My goodness.
I'm out.
Yeah, slippery. Moist. We got to go. We got stuff to do. Thank you for joining us this morning, Tony. Final words, my brother.
Hasta mañana, everybody.
Todd.
Me and Kendra will see you later at 3 o'clock for Wifey Wednesday.
Oh, it is. It's Wednesday. I'm so far off with my days this week. It's crazy. Dude, I came home yesterday. I was like, it feels like the weekend. But anyway, and I'm going to get made up for the yesterday and Monday shows. I'm going to make up for them probably Friday and Saturday. So we'll have a special Chad weekend. Ooh. Maybe some more Chad's church and stuff like that. We'll put some stuff out there. So I'm coming back with you guys. You get all Chad all the time. Giga Chad, baby. All right. For Todd, Tony, for Graham, for Royce, for all the guys here at Dear American, Mr. Producer who's out there somewhere floating in the nether regions. I love you guys so much. Thanks for joining us every morning. We're going to be back with you again tomorrow morning at 9/8 Central, right here on Rumble. For those of you who are watching by way of the Google Overlords on YouTube, get your butt over to Rumble. Come hang out with us. Get in the live chat. Get active. And drop those American flags. Click like before you leave me. I love you guys so much. I will talk to you later. WatchChad.com for all the fun stuff is. God bless you. We'll see you this afternoon. Bye.